welcome back to another video. Today, I hope we can get back to harvesting. Yesterday was a little bit cloudy, drizzled a little bit. It was kind of just foggy with a little bit of mist in it. But the cotton itself is already dry enough, but the humidity is still a little bit high where the burrs themselves are not crunchy yet. So not quite sure if the stripper will work just yet. I might have to wait till, I don't know, maybe around lunchtime. Then maybe I can get after harvesting some cotton again. But I realized in the previous videos I never really explained the cotton stripper a whole lot. I never really explained how the machine works and everything, so I figured now today morning I'm not going to be harvesting for a few hours anyway. Might as well do a little walk around and show you guys how it actually works. So a little bit different than your picker. This header just strips everything off the stalk. So if I stick the camera in here, you can tell we got these brushes. We actually call them bat brushes. You can get different kinds. Some people they'll do a bat and then they'll do a brush on this one, and the bat is just a solid piece of rubber, but we like these firmer brushes. They're called bat brushes. All this does, it spins really fast, knocks literally everything off of the stalk that's coming here through the middle. Augers on the side will bring the cotton up to the cross auger, and the cross auger brings it to the center chute there, and the center chute brings it up to a burr extractor. Biggest thing I love about a cotton stripper, you have a big old catwalk here. You can walk everywhere around. Man, I love it. Pickers are a lot more tighter. I guess let me open up this real quick and I'll show you what the burr extractor looks like. So the cotton comes up through the chute, comes down here. All it is just a bunch of little saws. As you can tell, they're nice and pokey. Sometimes you need to replace these. Some of these are getting a little bent from a couple of rocks being in there, but these drums, there's two of them, one on the top here, one on the bottom. They spin really fast and they'll try to knock all the burrs off of the cotton. And then there's chutes on the bottom that drop all the burrs to the ground. And then the cotton comes to the back here and then it flies up into the basket. I'm in transport mode right now, so it comes up, that doesn't really match up. Yeah, this whole basket will come up once I'm not in transport mode, but cotton flies into the basket, and then it's from there on, it's just like your typical baler harvester. You got your whole baler system here. Out of your basket, feeder belt will feed the cotton into the baler, make one 94-inch bale. We would like to make bigger bales, but the 770s, the newer machines, they make bigger bales. That would be nice, but we're still stuck with the older machines. They can only make a 94-inch bale. Each bale weighs about, well, a stripper bale weighs about 4,500 pounds. A picker bale will actually weigh 5,000 plus. They can get pretty high sometimes. They can get up to like 5,800, sometimes 6,000. They can get pretty heavy, but the back end is just a baler. Pretty much like your hay baler, just bigger, way bigger. But that's the machine itself. It's actually very simple. Personally, I think it's almost simpler to run than a picker. The picker drivers probably would say otherwise. But less maintenance for sure. There's no picker grease I have to put in there. I don't have to watch out for water. All I have to do is just turn on my header and burr extractor and go. It'll do the rest by itself. The only maintenance really is just putting new brushes in the header every now and then putting new brushes here in the burr extractor. And also behind the burr extractor there's another roll there that knocks the cotton off of the drums, so those brushes need to be replaced every now and then. But that's about it. No regular everyday maintenance, just kind of every couple of weeks maintenance. Feels like it's a lot simpler than most, but I'm gonna clean my windows now. They got pretty dirty from a little bit sprinkling weather the other day, and I would like to have at least a little bit cleaner windows before I get out to the field and start harvesting some cotton. Yeah, that's much better. Now I can actually see out of my windows. Starting a little tough this morning. All right, let's head to the field. Now we'll just put this guy out of transport mode. itself. Simple as that. Well, I don't think this is gonna work today. It's just a little bit too humid and the birds are still a little bit too wet. But I'm gonna finish making my bale. I kept trying every 30 minutes to see if it would work better and better. It's definitely better than what it was earlier, but it's still not good enough to my liking, so I think I'll just have to wait till tomorrow. I'll finish my bale and then I might hop in the loader and help stack a few bales. Well, the pickers are gonna finish the previous field. It still didn't work very good with the stripper, so I'm here on the next field, gonna try it out, see how it works on this one. Just starting out on the end rows. From what I look like, from what I can see in my mirrors, I don't think it's gonna work here either, so I might just have to get back at it tomorrow, let it dry one more day. I'll just finish my bale that I currently have because I do not want to leave any cotton in here overnight. So I'll just finish my bale, head to the end of the field. Just call it an early day until tomorrow. Well, the cotton is way too wet. Welcome back to the next day, by the way. Cotton is way too wet for the stripper, and I do not think the stripper will even be able to go today. It dewed like crazy today morning. I don't know if you can tell, but see that glistening? Yeah, that's all water. That's wet. So today I'm gonna be in the picker. We'll pick a little bit of cotton today. It looks a little dirtier behind the picker than it does behind the stripper. Usually because the stripper takes everything. The stripper takes the burrs and everything, so stalks naturally look a lot cleaner, but there's usually a similar amount of loss, I guess, besides the cotton all the way at the bottom. Picker doesn't grab that, which the picker wouldn't grab this anyway because that's laying on the ground. There's nothing you can do about it. This one, stripper would have gotten. But stuff like this, cotton that's laying on the ground, yeah, the stripper wouldn't get that either. So there's not much more loss behind the picker than there is behind the stripper. But he's driving anyways. He's gonna see what the moisture is at. We'll see if he'll be able to go. This field is seed block, so we can't go too wet. Can't go above 11% moisture whenever we're picking or stripping. If it's not seed block, if it's just regular conventional cotton, then we can go up to 13%, which for how wet it is, what it's looking like, oh, I doubt we will be able to go before lunch. It might have to be like at 1 o'clock before we'll finally be able to go, but we'll see. And you know, with all this cotton being rained on now, we are definitely going to get a lot more loss than what we would have beforehand, just because now it got wet. Now the cotton is kind of like hanging out of there. It's not in the bowl nice and tight like what it should be. So after the rains, usually you expect a little bit of loss. We were already booking it. We were trying to get a lot of it done as fast as what we could, but it is what it is. We got 2 fields left. This is a 250 acre field. Then we got one more 120 acre field. So not too much longer, we'll be done. Maybe another 2 more days, 2.5. Not bad. Hopefully we get it done this week. Well, now we're picking cotton. Haven't done this in like 3-4 years, but so far it seems simple enough. Almost seems about as easy as stripping cotton, so not bad. It's kind of fun doing the end rows currently. Gonna get pretty close up to that hill right there. or that mountain, that small one. It's pretty fun, I like it. It's a lot quieter than a cotton stripper. This is a lot of fun. I like it. I like going faster. That part is a lot of fun. Not something I'm used to. So I love how quiet it is. You don't hear that burr extractor right behind your cab blaring and yelling all day long. You can actually hear yourself think in this cab. I like it. Now we just got to find ourselves another driver. We already felt the cotton outside, and I think because the humidity is a little lower right now, I think now it's finally dry enough where the stripper should work. Should do a good job right now. Let's turn that down a little bit. I guess as soon as we have another driver for this picker, then I'll hop back in the stripper and get to stripping some cotton again. Outside of the field right here, as you can tell, the cotton is a little bit shorter, so this would be nice to run a stripper over, just so we don't leave as much cotton on the bottom of the plant. And then the pickers are going to have to start from the middle, since in the middle of the field is always taller, so they're going to have to start in the middle and work their way on the outside, and then I'll just have to start from the outside and go work our way in. And then with 4 machines running on one field, this field should get done today. It should. That would be kind of cool if it did, because that's 250 acres done in one day with 4 machines. It's good progress right there. Nope, it does not work with the stripper. It's just, I guess the burrs or everything is just still a little bit too wet from that little bit of drizzling that we had the other day. And it looks worse than, it's doing a worse job than the pickers, let's just say that. So I'm just gonna finish my bale that I have. That way I don't leave anything in the baler. We don't want to leave anything in there, so then I'll finish that, hop back in the picker, and guess we're picking this field. As soon as that sun's going down, that moisture is going up very, very quickly. I can already tell why that little number right there, oh, what's with that lighting? Anyways, that does not take very long and that moisture goes up, and we might have to call it an early day again. It's just, it is what it is these last few days, I guess. 2 circles left and early days. No more booking it, I guess. That's some good looking cotton. I like it. I don't like that wheat piling up right in between my rows. That is very annoying. And it is what it is, I guess. Just filled it up with water. And now also greasing it. And then we should be ready to go again. And then we're back at it. And I get the valley track row. A very skippy one. Well, it's wet enough to where we're done picking. Plus, the one picker now has an hydraulic leak and is stuck in the middle of the field. This picker has a header issue where the header just wants to drop and dig into the ground. So, got a little bit of maintenance to do tomorrow morning. But for right now, we're just gonna clean off the headers as we do once we're done for the day. Clean all of this off. It can pile up quite a bit. We'll clean all these wash pads, and then once all that's done, then we are done for the day.